Toronto is the capital city of the Canadian province of Ontario. With a recorded population of 2,794,356 in 2021, it is the most populous city in Canada and the fourth most populous city in North America. The city is the anchor of the Golden Horseshoe, an urban agglomeration of 9,765,188 people, as of 2021, surrounding the western end of Lake Ontario, while the Greater Toronto Area proper had a 2021 population of 6,712,341. Toronto is an international center of business, finance, arts, sports and culture, and is recognized as one of the most multicultural and cosmopolitan cities in the world. Toronto is a prominent center for music, theatre, motion picture production, and television production, and is home to the headquarters of Canada's major national broadcast networks and media outlets. Its varied cultural institutions, which include numerous museums and galleries, festivals and public events, entertainment districts, national historic sites, and sports activities, 38, attract over 43 million tourists each year. Toronto is known for its many skyscrapers and high-rise buildings, in particular the tallest freestanding structure on land outside of Asia, the CN Tower. Toronto's buildings vary in design and age, with many structures dating back to the early 19th century, while other prominent buildings were just newly built in the first decade of the 21st century. Lawrence Richards, a member of the Faculty of Architecture at the University of Toronto, has said, "Toronto is a new, brash, ragtag place, a big mix of periods and styles. Bay and gable houses, mainly found in Old Toronto, are a distinct architectural feature of the city. Defining the Toronto skyline is the CN Tower, a telecommunications and tourism hub. Completed in 1976 at a height of 553.33 meters, 1,815 feet 5 in, it was the world's tallest freestanding structure until 2007, when it was surpassed by Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Toronto has a diverse array of public spaces, from city squares to public parks overlooking ravines. Nathan Phillips Square is the city's main square in downtown, contains the 3D Toronto sign, and forms the entrance to City Hall. Yonge Dundas Square, near City Hall, has also gained attention in recent years as one of the busiest gathering spots in the city. Other squares include Harbourfront Square, on the Toronto waterfront, and the civic squares at the former city halls of the defunct Metropolitan Toronto, most notably Mel Lastman Square in North York. In 2016, the three most commonly reported ethnic origins overall were Chinese, English, and Canadian. Common regions of ethnic origin were European, Asian, including Middle Eastern, African, Latin/Central/South American, 4.2%, and North American Aboriginal. English is the predominant language spoken by Torontonians, with approximately 95% of residents having proficiency in the language, although only 54.7% of Torontonians reported English as their mother tongue. English is one of two official languages of Canada, with the other being French. Approximately 1.6% of Torontonians reported French as their mother tongue, although 9.1% reported being bilingual in both official languages. In addition to services provided by the federal government, provincial services in Toronto are available in both official languages as a result of the French Language Services Act. Because the city is also home to many other languages, municipal services, most notably its 911 emergency telephone service, is equipped to respond in over 150 languages. In the 2001 Canadian census, the collective varieties of Chinese and Italian are the most widely spoken languages at work after English. Approximately 55% of respondents who reported proficiency in a Chinese language reported knowledge in Mandarin in the 2016 census. In 2018, 27.5 million tourists visited Toronto, generating $10.3 billion in economic activity. The Toronto Eaton Centre receives over 47 million visitors per year. Other commercial areas popular with tourists include the Path Network, which is the world's largest underground shopping complex, as well as Kensington Market and St. Lawrence Market. The Toronto Islands are close to downtown Toronto, and do not permit private motor vehicles beyond the airport. Other tourist attractions include the CN Tower, Casa Loma, Toronto's theatres and musicals, Yonge Dundas Square, and Ripley's Aquarium of Canada. City shopping areas include the Yorkville neighborhood, Queen West, Harbourfront, the Entertainment District, the Financial District, and the St. Lawrence Market neighborhood. The Eaton Centre is Toronto's most popular tourist attraction, with over 52 million visitors annually. Toronto is one of the centres of Canada's film and television industry, due in part to the lower cost of production in Canada. The city's streets and landmarks are seen in a variety of films, mimicking the scenes of American cities such as Chicago and New York. The city provides a diversity of settings and neighborhoods to shoot films, with production facilitated by Toronto's Film and Television Office. Toronto's film industry has extended beyond the Toronto CMA into adjoining cities such as Hamilton and Oshawa. Thank you for staying with us for too long. See you next time with some interesting travel story.